Our band of adventurers, the God's Headache, have been... Wait, have I got my audio right? I just realized because my audio has been fucking up. Yes, okay, good. My audio is working fine. That is good to know. Our band of adventurers, the God's Headache, have begun to make their way to Mythrillhammer, seeking to tie up any loose ends remaining in regards to the Wardens of the Worldfire, and also to apparently take a trip into the Kingdom of Dra, which is currently in its own war. This follows on after their escapades in the Feywild, seeking a dragon circlet, which was used to silence an ancient automaton way back from the Age of Rebellion. Through a weird set of forged friendships and some unfortunate memory loss, you were successful in your quest. Not really having much information about the outside world, you decided to focus on any loose ends that were remaining, being Mythrillhammer. Depending on what you might hear, it could be a case of going to Dra or elsewhere. But for the past week or so, you have been travelling towards Mythrillhammer, where Nemesis, at the last night before arriving at the gates, seemed oddly distraught after something had happened. And that is where we left off. So, God's Headache, is there anything you wish to do before the final leg of your journey?
I shall. Can I give? I shall give Fortune the spices to cook.
Why are you giving those to me?
Elson is going to look to Fortune and be like, "You know what you need to do."
I can only make eggs! What do you want me to do?
You must make the eggs then. But only for
I will make the eggs.
only one serving of eggs, though.
What do I roll again to make the eggs?
Make a intelligence check.
Oh god, she's dumb as shit.
We're gonna have a test of the eggs are on fire moment.
10. So you're not at risk of getting yourself salmonella poisoning from this. Mostly because it's quite charred around the edges. They're edible, but they're like babies first.
Oh my god. They're like no salt, no pepper. You've got like a little bit of an eggshell left in there. It's like, just not quite right. Somehow it's like overcooked and undercooked at the same time.
Oh god.
Creation comment, you forgot to crack them.
Yeah, one part of the white is rubbery, the other side is just like snot. Oh god, no.
Alright, so this batch is gonna go to Archimedes.
Can I help? Can I help Fortune cook these eggs?
Go ahead and make separate intelligence checks if you're trying to cook eggs again.
Jesus Christ, because I'm just going like, okay, come here, you're fucking this up, and...
How are Fortune and them gonna live if neither of them know how to cook?
We'll hire a chef.
Bring me eggs for part.
You will give me an egg.
It's quite simple.
Am I not rolling?
Godmar made it work.
Oh, for God's sake!
Well, no, he rolled a 16.
Fortune got a 15.
He rolled a 16 first.
Oh, okay.
It's quite simple,
Ed.
though.
Sorry,
They'll
my
hire someone to cook for
God,
them instead.
These eggs are better.
Hi, baby.
They actually look nice. You know, they're not. They still got a little bit of, a crispy edge, but it's, the kind where it's like, that's fine, kind of deal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide the first try. I'm gonna give that to
Actually,
Archimedes.
This is easy.
Actually, I'll take the first try of the eggs, so no one else has to.
You crack it, put it in there, and one nice
So you
easy
don't kill the
movement.
bird.
Keep an eye on it. Make sure the nice even heat.
I just imagine Trothnar, when he tried to do it, like, shatters the egg entirely in the pan.
Oh yeah, like no grace at all. Like the yolk,
Yeah.
and like the yolk and the white, like the yolk's fully like cracked. Like it's gone fully cracked the second it gets in there. Yeah.
Josh
Yeah.
thought I was very violent to the egg. I'm kind of concerned.
Crack the shell, didn't it? Got it in there. That's not going to kill you.
Why
Fucking
did-
hell.
Why did you throw an egg at the pan?
What?
I'm literally just imagining Trothnar doing a how to basic.
Yeah.
I was more imagining.
Well,
because-
at least the other eggs are better.
I'd imagine because of his time living in the wilderness, he'd at least know how to cook a goddamn egg.
So now, the rest of us shall go and take our eggs.
Delson, can I have some apples as well?
Do you want them just regular, or do you want me to slice them?
They're
I
fucking
can
apples.
slice them. She's gonna slice them and turn them into like the little bunny apples with the skin ears. Make them look
Okay.
cute.
Oh, you're trying to do something
proficiency.
fancy? Well, you're proficient with daggers and such, so that's fine, but let's make a dexterity check.
Would it be plus her proficiency?
I don't think the
She's gonna
proficiency
need it.
would matter at this one. You're just kind of there, like, cutting them and, like, carving them. You're just thinking how, like, oh, these are gonna look so good, and then, like, when you have an idea in your brain, and then
yeah.
or like the episode where Homer's, like, trying to build a spice rack, he holds the book up, plays it down, and it looks nothing like it.
Yeah.
That Fortune basically just did that.
I was honestly just waiting for you to say she fucks up and slices her hand.
No, that would be if you had a natural one.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking egg. Why doesn't mine look like that?
Can I take another apple and try to do it for her?
Make a
You guys are
dexterity
trying
check.
so hard to make like this thing. I have a cat purring by me. Apparently, she's happy about Trump losing too.
I can hear my grandma in the living room calling our family member saying, "We have a new president."
Yeah.
Oh god, my mum is going to be in such a ridiculously terrible mood for the next couple of
Wait,
weeks.
where the heck am I getting that +2 from? What?
I don't know, but a 17, you do succeed on this one. God, there's going to be a lot of celebration going on this weekend, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of parties in America.
It's gonna be nuts.
Okay, yeah, well, alright. Anyway. So, you finish your carvings and your eggs.
It's time to bring them to the print. Wait. Can I do an investigation check to find some more flowers?
Yes, make an make a survival check, actually.
Working so hard to make her like this nice breakfast that's just kind of mediocre in the first place.
Yes,
It's the thought that counts.
I mean, to be fair, my angle is more the fact that that like, really, you're this many years old and you don't know how to make eggs?
She had
just
a very
fucking
loving
eggs
mom
and
who was
sliced
everything
apples.
okay. 16.
yes, you have, you can find several flowers.
All right, we got the tree, we got the apples, we got the water, we got the flowers.
Where'd the juice?
Bitch, you can't conjure juice.
Wait, do we have any meat? She needs meat.
Oh
you
my
have salted
God.
meat.
Salted pork.
Y'all
Good enough.
just. Oh my God.
You must make good breakfast for Nemesis. She deserves to
gonna
eat good
be-
breakfast in bed.
You're gonna be so disappointed. She's not in bed. She was fucking working on camp.
All right, so we have the meat, we have the eggs, we got protein there, we got flowers, we got the drinks,
She's watching you guys like chaotically run around.
Yeah.
apples. We're good. I'm gonna bring this to Nemesis on the tray.
All of us just have to like rugby tackle Nem and force her back into a sleeping bag.
For the record, you guys don't really have trades per se.
No, we have like metalite eat tins like they have in the army.
Yeah.
Close
Do we?
enough.
Good luck and Godspeed, Fortune.
Fuck.
I think you might have that
Kind of
because
part of
you have
inspiration
utensils
here,
and
buddy.
stuff. Drop
Yep. I shall give her
Yeah,
some
I
bardic
probably have a bit
influence.
more wilderness
Right.
equipment.
Yeah, we just have like rations, which are like dried bread and salted meat and stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Yeah.
Fortune goes over to Nem with this like weird egg apple bullshit.
Just straight up, what is it? What?
I think if anyone like brought that to me personally and they like weren't 5, I'd be like, what the fuck?
With how Fortune normally is, it's accurate.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, this is Fortune we're talking about. She has.
Yeah, Nemesis just kind of staring Fortune down right now as she approaches.
This breakfast might as well be a macaroni painting.
Oh, that's what
Don't
the
test
thing
us.
was.
We can get pasta in town.
Okay,
Do the dwarves have pasta? Is that part of their cuisine?
okay, focus, guys.
Breakfast?
No.
But I made the eggs. For you.
I'm not very hungry.
But you need to eat.
I have no interest in it at the moment. But I appreciate the thought, and she kind of looks at the weird ass plate.
Would you
Why
eat
don't you eat it?
I feed you the eggs?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Oh. Alright.
Nemesis just kind of ruffles Fortune's hair and gets back to her work.
Fortune's just gonna take the tray and sulk over underneath the tree.
Sadly eating the fucking apple eggs.
Yeah, seeing you sell Trothnos goes, you gonna eat those apples?
Take them, I don't want them.
Delson's just gonna look to her.
He just takes 2 of the slices and walks off.
Delson's actually gonna sit by her.
Hi,
Uh,
Dawson.
Hey, Fortune.
Trothnar sees like how much of a dick he was then, and turns around and sits down with him too.
The realization, because Delson actually did something nice, and Trothnar's like, oh, wait.
Oh yeah, sir. He's learning. Okay, he's learning how to be a nice person.
Hey, Fortune. How about I do something for you? How about I start giving you some lessons on learning to cook some more things?
Hey, and we're heading into Mythrillhammer. I know the place fairly well. If you want, I can point you towards some of the food markets, get some fancy ingredients. If you want to give this another shot.
Alright, I guess I'll learn how to cook.
And hey, while we're there, we can also look for some places that you can go.
What does that mean? Look for places that she can go.
This is a weird question to ask the DM. Would Trothnar know of any cute date spots in?
Oh my god.
Depends
No,
on...
no, forget it.
I mean, there's brothels.
That's
Yep,
Yeah.
take your date to a
Epic date spot.
brothel.
Epic.
But Travnar wasn't really much into the dating
No, he
scene
wasn't.
back then.
No.
So he would
I mean,
know
back in the Warden
brothels.
days, it was illegal to date. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I basically you mean you can take her to see some of the old buildings and
I laugh, but that's something that like I'd want to do.
yeah, me too, bitch. Hey,
Nar,
hey, let's check.
I
Let's check out everything.
appreciate the offer there, but I don't think she wants to see rocks as much as you do.
They're really nicely carved rocks, so you'd be missing out.
Don't
You can
worry
show me
about
the rocks if you want. I'll go with you.
Oh god, I
And she
can't remember.
pats him on the head.
Hey, want to see my rocks?
Oh god, no. No. Fortune would learn how to use the flaming hammer for that.
Yeah.
Fucking crunch.
Nemesi's looking to get her rocks off, is she?
Okay. Are you guys done babbling? I'd like to get to Mythrillhammer.
No, I don't think we're done babbling. We haven't become Brook yet.
You?
I don't know what that means.
The phrase "a babbling brook."
Oh, right. Fair.
Wasted jokes. Wasted potentials.
My potential's wasted on you.
Yeah, I'm guessing the joke was better in the final.
Alright. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get Hanel, and I'm forgetting our other horse's name. Knighton, thank you. It's been a while. And we'll get them set up, and I'm ready to fucking leave. Like, let's go.
All
Fortune's just like depressed hug riding Knighton.
Okay. So, you continue heading towards the city of Mythrillhammer. Specifically, you're heading towards the mountain in which Mythrillhammer is set in. It has various names depending on if you are Dwarven or if you are human. It is called the Hand of Morion for the dwarfs, and the Stairs to the Stars for the Johanians, given that it is the largest mountain in the Johanian kingdom. It takes you the better part of the morning to get towards this very clearly man-made indent in the mountain. As you approach, you begin to see several structures near the base of it, alongside the large opening which, Strofnar, you would know, leads into Mythrillhammer itself.
Aye.
The outside of Mythrillhammer has a very heavy presence of guards. And as such, you end up having to basically start queuing up to get into Mythrillhammer.
How big's the queue?
It's difficult to tell. Probably about 20 or so carts down.
Okay.
But
That is definitely more than 3 people.
But it's not like it's incredibly slow.
No.
You usually wait about 5-10 minutes before you move forward a bit. So it does take you about an hour or so in total of just queuing. Something which me and Ed would be very easily able to do.
Britain.
British.
I was gonna type in the chat and be like, listen now, as the native Brits speak on the traditional rituals of queuing.
We only like 2 things.
Which is funny because it's David Attenborough's voice.
Yeah, we only like 2 things in Britain: moaning and queuing, and we like queuing because it gives an excuse to moan about it.
See, honey, I don't understand what you mean by queuing.
So
Just
it's
get
waiting
being
in
in
a
a
line.
line.
Yeah,
Just like waiting in a
I
line.
Yeah,
fucking hate that. That
waiting in
drives
line,
me up
yeah.
a
And, like,
wall.
Part of
You
it
know,
is
like
knowing
a
how to do
grocery
it
store
too,
line
because
and
like
shit.
people are stupid. Like
there is etiquette
people
to
in
it.
America, especially, I imagine, are even worse. In Canada, there's like a certain amount of that as well. Like it's
Yeah.
easy to stand in lines; you have to do it a lot. But
But I mean,
the
Canada
comparison-
is like England and America had a baby.
yeah,
I think the easiest comparison for this would be in America being in the DMV.
God, fuck the DMV.
Yeah, no,
Nah.
that's pretty normal for us. You would go crazy.
I
there.
am such an impatient person. Like, I would be there just making life miserable.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
bad
about
if you have. That's gonna be bad if you have to visit us then.
Fucking right.
Anyway,
Yeah. At least it's still a
So we
shorter
wait.
queue than DPS and anything in FF14.
that's true. That's true. Eventually, you get to the front of the queue. You are stopped by several guards, all Dwarven, all wearing what appears to be the crest of the Cellsmiths. And they just kind of like tell you to halt. So if I indicate for you to, jump off the cart, they
Okay.
do a quick search around everything. One of the dwarfs approaches you, Trofnar. You can see that he's wearing a sort of what appears to be like a band on its arm, which, while you're not entirely familiar with it, you do know that's an indication of rank.
Right.
He just walks up and says, "Hail, brother. Welcome to Mythrillhammer."
Well met to you too, brother. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, it's just we need your name, and I need you to be able to vouch for your compatriots here.
Wait, why me? Just because I'm a dwarf, you have to make sure that all the other people are cool.
There's a war going on, lad.
There's a war going on.
The name is Sindri, and I've been travelling with these idiots for the last couple of months. They're all fine. None of them are traitors. They will not cause any trouble inside the mountain. Okay.
Alright, and Sindri, what clan you from?
What was the fake clan name I used back in the crap one? Hold on. I need to look this up. I can't remember what it was. Shit. Hold on. It's like Anvil Forge, I think, was it? Yeah.
You can always make a
Then,
name.
Clan Anvil Forge.
Anvilford, alright. Just writes it down. Not a clan I've heard of, but so many of them nowadays.
Yeah, we're a newer one. Keep ourselves to ourselves. From there's only a few dozen of us. We're not a big one, don't worry.
Understandable. You're probably from elsewhere. It's fine. Just like pulls off like a bit of parchment I was reading. Right. Well, if that's the case, you're only going to be restricted to the Longfolk Court, I'm afraid. You and your friends.
And what if we have business here outside of the Longfolk Quarter?
Well, if you got business in the Shortfolk Quarter, then anyone there should be able to send you a little invitation. As for the Mithril Holders District, only the permission of the great clans can give you that right.
I understand.
Passes
Thanks
you
for the heads up. I'll try not to get myself arrested.
He just passes you the parchment and lets you pass on through.
And I'm guessing the parchment is like, Company of Sindri, Anvil Forge has the right to be within the city of Anvil Forge, not Anvil, what's it called, Mythrillhammer, but only only restricted to the Long Fellows Quarter, or whatever it was called.
Yeah, you can see when it says next to Andril Forge, it says in brackets minor clan.
Okay. Oh, I'm guessing because if I said like, "Hey, I'm from one of the big clans," they'd been, "Oh my god, sir, come straight in." Yeah, I'm guessing.
You don't know.
I don't know, but I'm just guessing that's probably what would happen.
Yeah, you do know that there's the ruling clans, often called the Great Clans.
Okay. Yeah, to the Longfoot Quarter. Okay.
Yeah. So
there.
What was that, Dom?
I was about to ask, are there a pigeon palace in the Longpost quarters?
You don't know.
I thought that the plane hunters were more of a Jirahanian thing, not a Dwarven thing.
Well, I mean, wasn't there a plane hunters guild house in Platinum Hold?
No.
Not that I recall. It's just we went with a plane hunter young.
Oh, right.
You went with young. There
Yeah.
wasn't any plane hunters, unless you include young and yourselves, in Platinum Hold.
Alright,
Yeah, that makes sense.
well, we should head in and make ourselves acquainted then.
Alright, so you all jump back on your car and continue moving in. As you go past the threshold and the shadow of the mountain basically extinguishes what light remains, you kind of look to your left and right and you can see 30 feet either side of you are colossally large doors made out of pure mithril. They stand a good 60 feet tall. They're currently open, and you can see on the faces that it is pocket marked with various dents, scorches. There's a small bit where it looks like a bit of the metal's being cleaved in slightly. Not enough to punch through, but these are clearly scars from the Dwarven Johanian War. Now, scars of victory to them. As you walk past the doors, you kind of look back, and you can see that the doors themselves are about 10 to 15 feet thick in total. Trofnar, you being familiar with metalwork, knows that a very large amount of mithril would have needed to be made, and you know how strong mithril is as well, which makes it very obvious at this point why they couldn't breach through.
Yeah.
You can see to the side there's several what appears to be more mithril-like bars and such. One of them is a large 60-foot-long sort of almost like a barricade that goes over the back of, the inner part of the door to sort of fortify it. And you can see that the ground is pocket marked with various indents where the other thinner rods are used to try and help brace it.
Mm.
But you continue heading down this road. The ceiling goes from a uniform 60 feet to a very mess. It jumps between 100 plus feet to 30 feet in height. And the road begins to sort of narrow and stretch at random intervals. This road doesn't have a name. It's simply known as the Central Road. But you know at this point, Trofnar, that you are inside Mythrillhammer. There is a large amount of, large braziers to the left and right of you. You can see the road far in the distance begins to curve right behind some part of the inner part of the mountain. There are various balconies or outcroppings high above in the ceiling, either part of houses or guard lookouts. It's oddly quiet, though, in Mythrillhammer. There's people walking around, but it's not like what you would... It's not the hustle and bustle that you would see from a capital city, despite Mythrillhammer being the capital city of the dwarves.
Does that strike Trofnar as unusual that it's so quiet?
Not really.
Okay.
So, from your previous escapades in Mythrillhammer, you know that there are 5 districts in total.
Mm-hmm.
Going down the main road, you can see to your left, it narrows a bit more. You know that area is the Shortfolk district, which is predominantly for dwarves or other shorter races. To the right, you can see there's much wider space available, which is the Longfolk District, designed strictly for people that aren't door size in mind.
How many times have I hit my head so far?
Not that many.
None yet, because we're in the Long Folks District. Okay.
You're on the central. You're on the central road, and the ceiling jumps between 30 and 100 feet in height. So
Okay.
So is it called the long
Sign.
folks because we're tall?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Long Pig. Yes.
Yeah. The three other districts which you know are here, but you can't see, is Military District, which is at the end of the central road. The Mithril Holders, which is kind of where the elites are. And then Mithril Keep, where the High King resides.
Follow me. Bloke at the gate said that. I guess because of all you lot that we're restricted to the Longfolk district unless we get permission to go to anywhere else. Do I remember it being this restrictive as well? Like Longfolk only in the Longfolk district, Shortfolk only in Shortfolk district.
So it wasn't as strict, but there was a degree of there was a degree of that when you were previously here. Previously, it was a case of where tall folk could only go into the Dwarven district if escorted by a dwarf.
Right. Yeah.
That had declared themselves as a dwarf, as a resident and such. The Mithril Holders has always been permission from the great clans or their unofficial business.
Okay. And so I lead everyone to the into the Tall Folks district then.
All right. So the Tall Folk district is it's much wider, much more spacious, and looking at how the buildings have been crafted and everything, a lot newer. Trofnar, you would actually know that the whole fact that there's a short folk and long folk district isn't like due to reasons of racism. It's literally a case of Mythrillhammer was built, for dwarfs first and foremost, and then when they started opening up to the other races, they had to accommodate for them, which is where the tall folk district came into effect. But going through, there's various buildings of similar Jahanian architecture, though obviously carved in. The ceiling here is about a solid 120 feet tall. The paths are usually long and straight, separated only by these colossal pillars of stone, which are used to help hold the ceiling up.
Okay.
Do you think something, or were you? I don't know if you cut out there or.
No. I just went. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, you're in the Tall Folk district. What is it you wish to do?
Can I look for like a smith or somewhere that might have black powder?
Make an investigation check.
Do not fail me, world's greatest detective skills.
$13. So there's several smiths in the Tall Folk district, but since many of them aren't involved with mining or anything, they mostly do their trade within Mythrillhammer itself. They don't really have much in terms of black powder. Speaking with a few of the more local smiths, they do mention that there are a handful in the Shortfolk district that specialize in this, in coal and such, which tends to have a byproduct of black powder.
Oh, I can't enter that. Can I reach a deal with them to get some from those in the Short Folk district?
Well, I mean, you
Who
can't.
are you talking to? Are you going to find a dwarf that's here and be like, "Hey, could you go in there and buy that for me?"
I'm
Like he's a homeless man and you're 16.
Yeah.
The one of the smiths. Like, are any of these smiths Dwarven too?
One or two of them are, but
Can I ask if they could go in and I'll pay for it?
well,
So,
I mean, I can ask around, but I mean, how much of it are you needing, and how much you're willing to pay for it?
I have a decent amount of money for a good amount of it.
How much is a good amount, lad?
Maybe at most £5.
£5 a... Okay, alright. Yeah, it won't be too much on me own. Right, if you're willing to wait here, I'll go have an ask around.
I am perfectly willing to do so.
Right then. The dwarf quickly leaves to go basically ask around for black powder.
Does Mythrillhammer have a decent gnome population?
Not really. It has a, at least here in the Longfolk district, there don't appear to be a lot of gnomes.
No. Okay. Just wondering. Because I think if there was like one particular race you're looking for or place to go to for black powder, I'm guessing like gnome tinkerers, a shop like that would probably be a good bet.
Potentially, you don't know.
What direction is from the continent is Naza?
Naza is to the
Is it
east.
the other it's to the east. Okay, it's the other side. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Because if it was, then I'd be like, well, maybe there's fucking Nazans here, but there wouldn't be any Nazans here.
Yeah, we're the opposite side of the world from Naza, sadly.
It's not like there's like people that are Nazan just are here. There's a community, but there.
Well, I mean, it's a major city. It might
It's true.
be.
You don't really see a lot of the population here appears to be mostly, like, even in the Tallfolk district, there's a decent chunk of dwarfs. The population is mostly human and dragonborn.
All right.
Dragon friend.
There you go, all the scalies in the world. There you go. There's a bit of.
Shut up. I know who you're talking to.
There's something to wet your whistle before we head more northwards.
I will fight you, Ed.
Was that a gun cock I just heard?
Click, click.
Right. Who has a gun?
No, I have tortilla chips.
Oh,
It was just kind of like a gun.
I had muted myself to eat them, and then you mentioned it, so.
I thought I heard. It's just like I know you talking about that. You dare. All right.
No, it's tortilla chips.
People are
They're
fucking around.
throwing
Okay.
knives, but still lethal.
But yeah, as you're kind of like going around and just exploring the Tallfolk district, it seems that a lot of again, like, Tallfolk district seems to lean a lot more towards like the more Drahanian and human stuff. There are like bulletin boards with like various bits of news and the occasional town crier. Town crier is normally dragonborn or human. There is the odd dwarf one that is speaking in Dwarvish, but most of them are speaking in Common.
Do we pick up anything that the town criers are saying?
So which one, the Dwarven one or the human dragonborn ones? Like, which one are you focusing on first, basically?
Mainly so I can translate for the other people. I'll go with the dwarf.
Okay. So the dwarf one is actually the shortest one of them all. It appears to be only one news thing, which is: to all prospecting buyers, the Flame Seeker Refinery has been put up for sale. If you head to your local area of comments, you can put your bets on ordering it. My brain just died there partway through there. Because the fireworks are going off and they're distracting me again.
Oh shit! Okay. And hearing and I guess hearing that, Trophonol sort of pulls like a sort of like, oh, okay, interesting kind of face, and goes, just so you know, Old Vesper is selling the refinery.
Oh, well,
Which
that's good news.
is it,
So-
mate?
It could be that Vesper's gone further off the deep end and is now fully invested in the
That
insanity that was the
that-
Wardens.
That's exactly what I'm worrying about. Like, so the only thing tying him to a normal, the facade of a normal life was the refinery, and now that he's washed his hands of it, he can pursue his ends with nothing holding him back. That's
Should
I
we
know it
look
should be
into that here? Where's that list of people you had, Trotnar?
got it here, and I rummage through my bag and pull out the list of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I look
And I
for
go,
it.
alright, so Vesper the cunt, just all the stuff. We know about Lothran was back in Growthfield. Boris Lordhammer. Lucia is no fucking clue where he is. Ah, here we go. The stone walls were sent here way back when. Orif and Yon Stonewall.
yes.
So I believe.
And those were two that you wanted to speak to the most, I
Hold
believe,
on,
because they
hold
were
on, hold on.
actually good folks, potentially.
Aye, in the letters brought up the stone walls. Hold on, and I pull out my notes and.
So many notes, so little time.
I'm just sitting here imagining fucking Trothnar and Valeth trying to do like kids like find the item puzzle now.
Yes.
While this is happening, there is you do see like a messenger like run by to the town criers. They all start speaking in common on this time. Both the human and the dragonborns and the dwarven ones, saying, "Further to the incursion of several beast folk, it's been confirmed that they are no threat to the city of Mythrillhammer. Any sighting of these individuals should not be reported to the Cellsmiths, as they are here as guests of King Roster Cellsmith."
Mhm.
Hold on. Okay, current. Hold on, I'm trying to write this down. Current. Come on, stupid. Bloody. Hold on.
Well, while he's doing that, I assume, does anyone listen in on the humans or the dragonborns?
I would like to.
Okay, which one? The humans or the dragonborns?
The Dragonborns. We are here for dragons.
Okay. Do you speak Draconic?
No.
You do not understand a word that he's
Scamper
saying.
does. Scamper does. You can like. I don't know if you can communicate, but
Scamper can show me kind
Pseudo
of what...
dragons can give basic concepts.
yeah, they can't speak, but they can understand it.
They can telepathically give you basic concepts. They can't actually speak.
Yeah.
So are you gonna...
Did you like get down on the ground and the scamper? You're like, okay, listen, you're gonna. What are they saying?
Okay.
That'd be an animal handling check, wouldn't it?
Probably, yeah. Because Scamper
Let's
is
actually
not a
see
familiar.
for fun.
No, you're not like bonded to him at all. Actually,
Yeah, exactly.
Not at all. I just wanted to see what
Classic
I'd
Scamper.
roll.
Do you see like Scamper just eye the dragonborn and just puffs out a bit of smoke from his nostrils and just kind of goes back to sleep?
Ah, yes, very good. He says nothing interesting is going on.
Right. Okay. It's like, and I do. And so with me talking to Valeth about this, like,
Mhm.
I just go, we should not do this out in the open, like we don't know who's got eyes and ears around here. Let's wait until we're settled up for the night, and then we can go through this. All right?
Yes, good idea.
Alright.
And then finally, with
Now-
the common sound criers, while all this is going on, thankfully they're talking in common, so you can all understand exactly what they're saying.
Yay!
So, just quickly find. There we go. There's the notes. News from the front. Yalmord still stands, but is down to its main castle. The Johanians declare Yalmord a lost cause. The Jana nobles have been evacuated, however, and are safe in Galaro. Fallow families spotted returning to Jurhan after the title rescinding of their heir to the family. Rumours of the 50 blades of Aryel spotted in Jurhan. Be careful of anyone in suspicious garb. And that's... just repeat that.
The 50 Blades of Ariel. That sounds really cool. I don't know what that is.
I'm really sad
Do
that
any of
she's...
us do any of us even heard of the 50 Blades of Ariel?
It's like,
Raya does,
obviously-
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Ooh woo!
but Raya's not
Ooh.
here.
Ooh, woo, woo.
Ah, okay. Drama. Interesting.
So it's going to be a question if,
Ooh.
it's a question of if I tell you what she knows, or... I would have told her straight up anyway. So Raya knows who the 50 Blades are. Hasn't met them personally, but the 50 Blades are the protectors of Aryel's Tenno, which is essentially their emperor. In fact, I'll just quickly make a history check for... she actually rolled good in a history. She would also know, because of that history check, that it's technically 40 blades. It's just there are 10 in there known as the Sungyeon, which are the elite blades. However, they're outside of their weaponry and their superior skills, they're indistinguishable from the 50 blades. Or from the 40 blades, so they just call them the 50 blades.
That's cool. So it's like 1 in every 5 guys you fight might just be like an elite badass and you don't know, and then he kills you instantly. It's like, ah, fuck.
Potentially.
That's really cool.
It turns out that one is freaking Miyamoto Musashi.
Hell yeah, they are.
Oh, I actually missed one bit of news as well. From the one that's from the human crier.
Oh, from the human guy?
Yep. Suspicious deaths continue to mount outside the city of Exeter alongside missing individuals. Any travellers heading to Exeter, be on your guard for any suspicious individuals. See, I told you there'd be fireworks going on.
Alright, mate, don't worry. We were... Do we remember leaving any serial killers back in Exeter?
There was the craziness that was going on.
Yes, that was Exeter, right?
Yeah.
The burnings?
No, the burnings was Grufffield.
Oh, yes, you're
Not
right.
burning, but remember that whole thing with Tiana,
Yes.
Aye.
and then the weird...
Oh, right, yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
Anyway, if we head back towards that direction after heading northwards, we can hopefully put a stop to whatever's going on.
I mean, if we sent a message, we could probably use their teleportation circle.
Aye, true.
It brings me so much joy just to hear Valith go, ah, yes, we were a part of that, weren't we? Yes, we were.
Are we the baddies? Yes, Valeth, we're the baddies.
Oh.
We didn't leave any serial killers. Everybody looks to Fortune.
Hey, other things and your old friends. Right, okay. So, I'm guessing this might be a tricky role to do, but does Trothanon know of anywhere in the Longfolk Quarter where we could stay for the night?
Long.
Make a investigation check.
Okay, I was thinking because of dwarf stuff, and the wardens were were pretty much all dwarves, that their business would have been restricted. Would have been mainly in the small folk section.
You predominantly would have spent more time in the small folk section, yeah.
Also, all the racism.
Oh! Ho!
So there's two inns in the Tallfolk district that you know of. One of them is called the Gates, and the other one is called the Mixing Pot. Because of that investigation check, you're able to get a bit more information in regards to them. The Mixing Pot is more of a... For those that are spending a long time in Mythrillhammer, they often go there. Whereas the Gates is predominantly almost like a stopover. Because of that, it's got a bit of a reputation of being popular with like adventurers, mercenaries, bounty hunters, that kind of stuff.
Interesting. So it could be Mixing Pot. Could be okay. Right. So, gang, we've got a few options here for overnight. From memory, there's two places here. We've got the Mixing Pot and we've got the Gates. Mixing Pot is more of like a it's more like a proper long stay hotel inn kind of place, while the Gates is a bit more rough and tumble. It's more of a drinking hall stopover place with some rooms, but it's popular with our sort, the roving adventurers and do-wells, and
That does sound more our speed.
Mhm.
Though,
depends how long we're going to be staying here.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Some of us do enjoy a soft bed.
Well,
Just so you're aware, Trough, now you don't know what the beds are like in either place because you've never slept
No.
in them.
Yeah, I would just kind of like...
For all
If one of
you
them's
know,
a
they
hotel
could.
and one of them's not a hotel, I don't know.
Well, I
For
didn't
all
say-
you know, they could be exactly identical. It's just that for whatever reason, one is preferred to be occupied by the more adventuring sort, whereas those for the more stopover sort.
Aye. I mean, I've never stayed in it either, but from back in the day, I just remember that a lot of stories about like stories and stuff from the Gates about, if you're looking for a mercenary or a bounty hunter to sort stuff out, like they were usually hanging around there.
I think I would like to go to the Gates.
Right.
Personally, that sounds more fun. I've been
suppose.
getting anxious about not being in competition. I don't know. This doesn't happen. I know this doesn't happen for the rest of you, but I'm not competing. Sometimes I get very nervous. I need to do it sometimes. So I'd like to fight someone, I think.
I'll probably look at both. I'll meet up wherever you guys are going.
I promise I won't cause too much trouble.
Do I remember, like, with the 24, I don't at all, like, remember, like, from my time back of, like, guards having to break up fights at the Gates and stuff like that?
The Gates, you probably would have never actually been in there, so you're not too sure.
No, yeah. Yeah, I was, yeah. I mean, I don't know it too well. I was back in the day. I was based out of Platinum Hold. We only came here a few times, and we stayed in the local warden barracks, which was in the Shortfolk district. So I've only really heard the names and the reputations, but apart from that, I couldn't tell you. I mean, to be fair, it's a dwarf inn. All you have to do is go up to them and say, "Hey, your bird looks tatty and gross," and there you go. You got a fight on your hands.
Don't worry, Trotnar. I'm very used to fighting dwarves. I grew up in Platinum Hold.
That is true. Also,
Well,
there could be
I'm
some
used to
good,
dwarves fighting. I was used to dwarves fighting me, to be honest.
I'm guessing you are used to beating the shite out of dwarves as well.
No, before you met me and before I left, I was not like I am now. I was, and I kind of put my hand down, like maybe like a head shorter than I am now, and I was like, and I was not like this, and I'd give him a little flex. I was quite small. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah. I just like the idea that there was a point when these pythons were not 24 inches. They were a mere 12. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, and yeah.
And Belath was a lad.
But where would everybody else like to go? I don't really care that much.
I mean, I was thinking if we're staying here a while, get a room in the melting pot and then hang around the gate, see what's going on.
That's a
Does it really matter too much?
It doesn't. It honestly
excellent
doesn't.
compromise. Let's do that.
That's a
not in
compromise,
way,
but up to people. Where do you guys want to stay?
It doesn't matter, just to pick a place.
Alright, gates it is then. And I guess I lead the party towards the gates.
Yep.
Not to leave the inn.
I'll be staying behind while waiting.
Okay.
Can I? Okay. Can I try to tell him the directions to the gates?
It's easy enough. And you obviously say, like, if you get lost, just ask people to point you to the gates.
Okay.
Like, people here are on edge a little bit, but they're not, like, unapproachable.
Yeah, true. Well, you can talk to people in the street. Wow, I didn't know Mythrillhammer was in the north. Okay.
Every
all right, then in that case, I lead everyone towards the gates.
Okay. All right.
Mine is Sans Delson.
Okay. So, you make your way towards the gates. The notable thing that you're told, because even though a lot of the buildings use like Johanian architecture, it's still carved from stone. So there's nothing fancy. There's nothing really fancy about it, but one of the things that you keep getting told is look for the mithril door frame. So you go searching about, and we'll loop that into your investigation there of 25. Yeah, you find this building with a sign. The sign does say the gates, but the more noticeable thing is that it has a door frame made out of solid mithril. The door itself isn't made of mithril, but the door frame is.
Fucking hell, that must have been a lot of money.
And as you approach, you can hear like loud laughter and yelling from inside the gates.
Okay. In that case, I guess leading everyone else, I boldly walk in, and unless someone tries to stop me, I head straight to the bar.
Okay. So the bar itself is rather... It's very, like, open... You know, like, open... It's not the right word, but open office style.
Okay.
Open plan, that was it. Open plan.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like an open plan office where there isn't, like, little cubicles, but there's, like, desks all over.
It's just like a big, open, wide space, yeah.
Yeah. So, you, So the first thing you notice is everyone here, well, pretty much most everyone here, is armed. Like, you can see a lot of them with, like, various weapons on their side, some of them clad in armor. A few you can see are reading books, which, for the more magically inclined, recognize as spell books.
Nice.
The nerd table, okay.
There are also various different races and such. You see, like, a dragonborn and a human just kind of, like, chatting to the side. Over to the, near where the bar is, you can see, like, a full-blooded orc. It is predominantly humans here, but there are, like, a spattering of various different, what looks to be like adventuring groups almost, and a few set individuals. As you approach the bar, you can see the bartender is a goblin, a female goblin. She's a little bit on the rotund side, and her ears are heavily pierced. Her black hair, while long, does get a bit stringy nearer to the tips of the of it, and she's just wearing like just a general cream blouse. And she's just,
Sexy goblin. Woo!
I mean, I'll let your imagination be that one.
Eyes.
Yo, this goblin thick.
I'll let you use your imagination for that
Everybody,
one.
Ticks, like, everybody get it out of your system, okay?
Yeah, come on.
There you go. Changed it in the notes.
Right.
Yeah, Orc Barbies definitely intensifies. I
Okay.
just don't know who Orc Barbies are.
So,
Well, we found the party, everyone.
it's always a party around here. This is the goblin speaking. She's just like passing, like sliding, like flagging a veil down to various people. You see, like she slides one down to the orc, and just like grabs it mid slide and just chugs it. Another one just pushes it over to so it looks like a female human who just kind of like stops it and just continues staring at it before taking a slow drink. It's a very lively atmosphere in here. So, welcome to the gates. How can I help you?
You don't happen to have any rooms, do you?
Yes, I've got that many and that. If you don't mind bunking up, sure.
It's fine. We're not fancy. Well, most of us aren't fancy.
All right,
We're used to it.
I'll probably tell some of these lot that the room's been taken. That's gonna be there's no need to pay up front. That's gonna be a silver then.
Well, each are okay.
Oh, it depends on how many rooms you want me to shove away from these lot.
Well, that shoving caused a fight, or
A fight, or a betting fight, or an actual fight.
I turn behind to the groupers and go. If it comes to that, I'm sure we can hold our own. Tell you what. Hold on. How many of us are there? Is there 6 or 7?
7.
All right. So, okay, interesting. How are we going to split 7 rooms?
Well, we usually do it like 2 by 2.
Yes.
And then who gets the room by themselves?
I'm assuming Raya, because like
Yes,
imagine
normally
sleeping with
normally
her.
Raya, because rooming with her, you're going to get beat up, probably at some point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just-
So she's gonna be
She
roommates
does-
with Ralph then, because he wants to fight.
She does like kicking. She does like
But
kicking.
she's
in
also a horse.
I mean,
person.
given your lot, there's one of the rooms will probably house about 4 of you. Probably 3 with your centaur friend there.
We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2. Right. Do you have 4?
4? 4 rooms to stretch, lad.
We could go for. We could do with 3.
3,
2
right.
would even be acceptable, but we would mostly be cramped in all in one room.
I can guarantee you 2.
So-
3, it's a little bit iffy.
Point us to the nerd in here. We'll beat him up.
Actually, you'd be taking Gash's room, and she just points to the orc that had grabbed the ale. He's not paying attention. You can just see he's just there, like just talking with various other orcs and such.
Val, if you want to go scare the shit out of an orc.
Sure.
We could do your weird mind talking thing. I could do some.
Yeah,
spider
actually, I
climb
think I'm
bullshit.
just going. Yeah, I think I'm just going to just look at him. Actually, yeah, because he does he know like where I am in relation to him when I speak to him telepathically?
I mean, no, not really.
Okay. Then yeah, and then just from where I am, I'm just gonna like. I don't necessarily even have to look at him. I don't think, but I'll just speak to him in his mind, be like, "Hello there, Gash.
Hmm.
How are you doing tonight?"
Who are you?
No one in particular. enjoying your drink?
Aye. Could do without someone speaking in my head.
Oh, I'm not speaking in your head. I am your head. So I am your conscious, Gash. I know we don't speak very often, but I know what you did.
Yes, from what you can see him from here, you can just see a smile show up.
Yeah, well, you know I don't give a shit.
And he just continues drinking.
Oh, but I do, Gash.
Oh, good for
Speak very
you.
often.
I'm guessing.
Okay,
Is Gash saying this all aloud?
Yes. Because you see
Anything
like
I
some
can
of his
actually
orc
do now.
like some of his just look at him, but you can just see like you guys can see from this point he is like he's obviously creeped out with the fact that someone's speaking in his head, but he's unfazed at the whole I know what you did, yada yada yada.
Yeah, I just don't even. I don't like that I don't even get a chance to roll. Because it's sort of why I have these really good stats.
Yeah, unfortunately, trying to.
You could try singing in his head. That might scare him.
Like, looking at Gash himself, this orc's been through some shit. He is heavily scarred. He's got, a gnarled, notch axe and such. He is by no means a greenhorn. He is a clearly an experienced adventurer.
Alrighty.
I do love how you chose the single guy who probably has has the least amount of remorses in the entire place to say you'd feel guilty.
I
about what
didn't.
you've done.
Pick anybody. I just reacted and improvised to the situation, and then
This is
didn't
true.
get a chance to roll. So that's fine. I'll sit back down. I don't really want to play, anyways. Not feeling great. Sorry. I haven't been very talkative today.
Okay. So what are they doing right now?
Vullet just he'll stop and he seems like a tough cookie to crack.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
I could always ask one of the others if they're willing to give up their rooms.
I'd have a squeeze for them, but
I am going to look to Fortune. Do you want to go to the other end?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
All right.
So, all right.
I mean, they're not
Chalknar,
being
go
selfish about
directions
it,
to the
Rachel.
other end.
You tell me, do you?
Yeah, I guess I'll tell you. Me and Fortune are going to leave. We're going to go to the other end. Do you know where it is?
Aye, that's fair. Melting pot. Aye. Do I remember the route from the gates to the melting pot?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay, so in that way I roughly tell them the directions.
All right. Then me and Fortune are gonna go and stay there.
So go out here, turn the right, take another left until you get to the ends, and then it's next door to the workshop. Got it?
All right. Let's go.
Well, okay, alright, so that's 5 of you then. Yeah, 2 rooms, no problem.
Aye, we can squeeze. We can have 2 rooms between 5. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have 4 in one room and have Raya over here have the whole room to ourselves. Fill up half the room. She can sleep in one half, and we can have the entire other half filled up with hay.
That's not a service that we offer.
You listen to that right, lass.
Isn't that also kind of racist, Trothnar?
I mean, a little bit. Aye, I'll give you that. It's only good fun, though. Right, so how many will it be for 2 rooms?
That'd be 2 silver.
Right, fuck, I don't have any silver on me. How about I give you 2 gold and that can cover 2 rooms and a round or so of drinks?
Just takes the 2 gold.
Got a better idea.
She just pockets them. Leans over. Hey, Gash! You see Gash to look over. throws one of the gold coins. Your room's taken. So the coin like drops there. He just looks like, just continues drinking. Make that 3 rooms.
Oh, of course, then mercenaries. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're some of them pretty easy, and they don't usually fight that much.
Well, tell you what if we do have some members of a party looking for a spar to let off some steam? Do you do that here, or?
She just slowly indicates to the entirety of the tavern.
Okay, fair. That is fair enough. All right, I will. The rooms upstairs. Where are the rooms?
Upstairs.
Okay. So I guess unless you guys want to have a drink first, I think we should go settle in for the night and unpack. You know.
It is early afternoon.
I know, but we should still, Good point. In that case, okay. In that case, I think I should have my first drink of the day.
All right. Unfortunately, it's not a Dwarven ale. It's just bog standard ale.
Yeah,
Fairly strong.
All right. Well, what the rest are you having then?
I like the little clink of glasses in the track. Also, me and Fortune left, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, 2 ales. Valeth, what are you having, big man?
I think you might be AFK.
Ah, yes. Or mute
Yeah,
it later.
sorry, I was just away from my computer. I had to grab my phone and stuff. Just wine.
Got any wines in the back?
Surprisingly, yes. There's a few here that are pretty fancy with their palates.
Hey, fancy your feeling, big man?
Wine is wine.
Just go. And
I'll just get a bottle.
I
She
just go with what's cheapest, eh?
So she quickly heads back and brings a bottle of wine and just hands it directly to Valith.
The gods more than gonna cover it.
Alright then. I take my ale and go and try to find a seat somewhere in the bar.
Okay. There's a few smattering of tables that don't have people on. Most of them are only partially occupied. You can probably go around and grab a few the stools and such and just drag them around the table.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess that is what we are to do. We are going to, make our little mini God's Headache table of the 4 of us.
Okay. Also, you're going to be hearing these fireworks a lot now.
Yeah, it's cool. Don't worry.
All right. So, while you guys...
Sorry that you guys aren't... Yeah, I guess we're just going to chill and...
Yeah. While you guys are relaxing, Delson, you are able to get your 5 pounds of black powder. It costs you 5 gold for it. That's what they hand it to. Is
Yeah, black powder. They don't have a lot of it, if I'm honest. This is the best I got, so this is how much you're paying me.
Thank you. This is good. I'll slide him over for 8 gold. The rest is for the trouble that you had to go through to get it.
I was gonna pay him for having me shop closed that time.
he pockets it and just heads back into his forge.
And now I shall head to check out the inn and perhaps play some atmospheric music.
Which inn? There's 2.
Well, the one I gave him directions to, the gates.
Yeah.
Ah, right,
the
okay.
gate. Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, before that happens, Fortune and Nemesis.
Hello.
So, you
Hi.
trace your way over to the mixing pot.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little bit more different compared to the others because it's a more roundish building as opposed to, just a general blocky squares.
Yeah.
Inside, it is significantly quieter than the gates. There is still, a lot of loud laughter and talking. But as you go in, you can see that the clientele is definitely much more, not so rough and tumble as the others, basically. You
Yeah.
can see a lot of just genuine citizens, a few merchants here and there.
Okay.
Manners.
Yeah, the interior isn't as rugged as the gates, but you are here in the mixing pot.
All right. Can I go up to what looks like the innkeeper?
Yep. So you go to the innkeeper. The innkeeper is a dragonborn, a copper scale dragonborn.
Ooh.
He has deep set amber eyes. He's wearing a blue tunic, and he's just kind of casually talking one of the other individuals. And as you sort of approach, he goes,
Ah, welcome to the mixing pot. I assume you are looking for rooms, or?
That's correct. Just one.
Just the one room. That's no problem at all. Anything special in the rooms, or no?
Do you have baths here or Nova Place?
We do have bathtubs, though the supplying of the water is a bit difficult.
Alright, how much would that cost?
It would be an extra 4 copper on top of the 2 silver.
We'll do it.
I'll just toss down a gold.
Well, very well. I shall arrange for a bathtub to be brought up to your room. Here is, he just hands you a key. Here is the key to your room.
Thank you. Alright, come on, Katie.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go up to the room with the Presso Espresso Nem. I'm in such a good mood. I'm just how can I be depressed?
"How can I act depressed when I've had such good news?"
Yeah.
By the way, I had a quick glance on the statement. It's meltdown.
Oh, great. Lovely. Okay, so...
Is it the room where it happens, though?
No one will know because it would be fade to black if it was.
Just going up to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I wanted to do, but again, I'm in such a good mood that I'm just okay.
For anyone who happens to be watching this video, if this gets an audience, the reason that everyone's so happy is because Biden has won the election as of today.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
So we go up to the room, check it out. I don't know, sit on the bed or something. Katie.
Yeah?
What do you think I should do?
Probably take off your armor, because that looks uncomfortable.
I mean, okay, yes. But I mean, in the long run. What's the point of doing any of this if I know that it's essentially fixed for me?
Well, What's really the point of anything anyways? I mean, we're all just gonna die someday. You might as well try to have fun while you're still alive.
I feel like I'm just caged. Like anything that I do, even if it's having fun while I'm alive, as you so eloquently put it, is just a fixed situation that I'm not genuinely making the choice to be in. Makes me feel like I should just go home if everything's going to be like this.
I'm just gonna reach up with both hands, grab Nemesia's face, and force her to look at me.
Okay.
You're never gonna fucking say those words again. Okay?
Okay, that hurts a little bit, but I'm kind of in a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation.
Well, we'll start with this simple little question here. Do you like being with us, or do you like being with your family more?
I hate my family, besides Norium. I have issues with our party, but I mean, I like being with you. And you're here.
Then stay with us.
And that doesn't...
I know what you're going through is hard, and... well, fuck, I ain't got the brains to really understand a lot of it. But it makes it easier if you try and just break it down. The smallest steps you can. It's as simple as when you wake up in the morning. Do I want bacon? Or do I want eggs? And just work your way up from that.
Right. One step at a time. I know that you're not exactly the most insightful person, but I suppose that's good advice.
Hey, Nem.
What?
You know I love you, right?
I think normal people would say, I love you too.
I don't think there's any chance that we're normal people. But I love you, and that means whether you like it or not, I'm gonna stay your problem until I am dead. So, whatever you decide to do, I'm always gonna be there with you.
I think I'd definitely be fine with that.
Did you like when you punched the guard?
When I What?
Wait. I'm thinking wrong. Wait, did she punch the guard?
What guard and where?
I'm trying to remember what the fuck she did when the guards came at her.
She
From
acted
the heist thing.
drunk. She acted like a drunk idiot.
That's
and
right.
she,
First thing I think was
she
idiots is punching
she
somebody
cast
too.
hold person on that guard.
Right. I apparently have been drinking this morning. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. But did you
Yeah.
like causing trouble?
It was amusing, yes.
Want to cause a little trouble tonight? Just a little? Not enough to get arrested, clearly, but just a little bit. Push the boundaries.
I'm about to make a suggestion that I don't know how people word this or how they go about it, but want to stay here tonight and get acquainted?
I will have to go out and get a few things to prepare. Yeah.
I don't know what you'd prepare for, but that's a yes?
Oh, absolutely. I jump you right now, but you're in armor. I can't hit that.
Jesus. All right, if that's the case, then would that call for
Yes.
a first fade to black?
Yes.
Yeah, bitch. It happened.
While this is going on, Delson!
Where's our well-timed fireworks? Where are you?
Technically, I did, yeah. Technically, the first character to have sex in Karmora was Trothna, yeah.
But between party
Okay,
members.
but this one actually
Yeah, between
matters,
party
and the
members.
fans care.
That is true.
Fans. The only fan we've got is Peach's
Literally,
brother.
we're the only fans.
Well, no.
Also-
There's Peach's brother.
Oh, and Peach's brother. Hey, Peach's brother.
This
And
is the first
my
one that's
coworkers
actually
who care about
character
this relationship
significant. Yeah.
But yeah, yes.
Yeah, so you arrive at the gates.
Mhm.
Still as rowdy as it was when Drofnor and crew came in.
Everyone cheering.
I shall proceed to play some music, and as the night goes on, maybe try to quote unquote bunk with some of these female adventurers.
Make a performance check first and foremost.
Okay. Oh, it's time for you to see where my other expertise went into.
Watch him roll a natural one.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, you put up a really good performance. In fact, some of the other more musically talented individuals kind of join in a sort of impromptu basically impromptu band as they all perform. Many of them, a lot of them do, keep attention to you and everything. Some of them are just too drunk already. Others sort of, are participating in, tests of strength, arm wrestling and such.
What?
Yeah. You don't fucking think that a band of that groups of adventurers and bounty hunters is just gonna sit around and do nothing?
Yeah, true.
I mean, considering us that have
I
gotten.
think that if Trothnar and
we've had
Volitz were
drinking
sitting there and we
contest
noticed
armor.
people were starting to do that, we would like look at each other and then just like give a little nod and then get up at the
Yeah,
both finish our
completely.
drinks and then get up and walk over.
Okay.
That is exactly what we're doing.
All right. So there's various people that are doing that alongside just rather tough looking individuals that could probably put up a good group. Just for the sake of it, and also so I don't have to describe 1,000,000,001 characters. So you got there's the north. Assume the north is where the bar is, and such. You got north, south, east, and west part. Like which particular area are you looking at?
Sorry, say that again.
But just to avoid me having to describe 1,000,001 characters. You separate the bar between like north, south, east, and west, where the north is where the bar is and the south is where the door is. Like, which direction are you heading into? Like, which groups are you heading towards there?
Let's see.
Just roll a d4, maybe?
1,
Yeah.
2, 4. Or that's a 2d4. I rolled a 1 on the first one. So
Yeah.
in north.
Okay,
yeah, so-
north.
Is that north?
Yeah. So, well, if that's what you decide to set it as.
North, south,
yes.
east, west, I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the bar area is the most sparse. You've got Gash in his various 2 or 3 of his orc companions. There's a dwarf that's came in who's just kind of just chugging ale like no tomorrow. And then there's a female human that's sort of in like an all red garb kind of deal. The dwarf is in what looks to be padded leather armor, and Gash is in it looks like leather armor as well. Though you can see a few plates here and there, like on his shoulders and such.
So big man, who'd you like the look of?
Well, you could take the dwarf. Same size, sort of thing,
You don't think I could take one of the big orc lads?
Well, do you want me to fight the dwarf then?
Aye, alright, yeah. Aye, we'll do a little versus large thing. You take the dwarf, I'll take one of the orcs.
Excellent.
In that case, I will go over to... How many orcs are sat with... What was his name? Gash? Gash. How many orcs are sat near Gash?
Including Gash, there's 3.
Alright. Hey, then in that case, I'll go over to Gash and go... And just go... Let's go... Hey, do any of you... any of you guys fancy an arm wrestle?
They kind of all look at this point. Now that you're close to him, you can get a better idea. The two orcs are like dark green skin. Gash is more of a sort of like muddy brownish green.
Okay.
So they just kind of all look and they look at each other and they all just start laughing. Gash turns and says,
What, do you think that we're not built for that stuff?
And you think I'm not either?
just kind of looks you up and down.
You look like you've seen some combat.
You'd be correct.
Hmm.
Undefeated champion over in Platinum Hall, have you known?
Hmm. Just kind of looks you up and down again.
I'm trying to look as like he can tell that like I'm like under my like armor I'm like flexing and I'm trying
Just
and I'm
flexing
like
as hard
mean
as possible.
and I'm like mean mugging him and trying to look all like big and tough.
Make an intimidation check since you're
Hell
trying to spook him with your flex and such.
Fuck!
Well,
That's an 8. And that is a natural 8, everybody.
He just kind of looks at you.
I guess they get softer the further south you go.
I would love if I did the thing that like you see sometimes in videos of Crazy Hard where they just like, go all red and faint. I'd love if I did that. Anyway,
If that's the case,
So
make
I-
a Constitution saving throw. Roll for blackout.
yeah.
for locked knees.
There you go.
16. You start to feel a little bit lightheaded from it, but you're able to stop yourself before you black out.
Okay, fair. It's like, well then it should be a pushover for you then, lad.
Oh, you're challenging me. Or is it one of me lads?
Well, I don't know, maybe I could warm him up on one of your lads, and then, if you're feeling up to it, win our arm wrestles you then, big man.
I like the sound of that.
Just leans over.
Alright, you two, pick one of yous to go on him.
Also, this isn't me struggling to find things to say, this is Troth not drunk, just saying. Just to cover my ass.
So one of the all these orcs are like fucking built. But one of them is like maybe half a foot shorter than the others. Kind of just so like move aside and sort of he doesn't sit on his stool, but he just kind of like drags the stool over, places it down, then puts his elbow on it, using that as a impromptu table, basically.
Alright, fair enough then. And I try to look more cool. I try to crack my neck, but nothing happens. And then I just
go to crack it in one direction, and you just keep twisting, and you're like, ah! And everyone's like, Troth, no, you're gonna break. You're gonna.
It's like that one scene from Dragon Ball Z. Abridged. It's like, oh, that's really good. I should do that too. Oh, my neck!
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm just like, okay, let's do this. Trying to do it like, nope, not happening. Sit down.
Okay, if that's the
And
case.
then I put my elbow on the thing, and I guess we clasp hands.
Yep.
make eye
His
contact gladly
hand
enough.
is so much bigger than yours, but it's fine. All right. So make a strength check for me.
Break my neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
Okay, so you've won that first round.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, you can't take me. Snap cracks.
Yeah, so he just like pushes over, and then as he sort of like begins to strain, you start pushing back. You see like a look of surprise as he just sort of like grits his teeth and tries to push again. Go ahead and make another strength check.
Fuck.
And
Yeah, no,
Poor
he
Trump,
like you sort of like your arm sort of twitches slightly, so you like your muscles slacken, and it quickly pulls it back over to nearly over your side.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Make another strength check.
The string.
Okay, yeah, you're able to sort of like get to grips again and bring it back to the middle.
He's a terrorist freak and he's not normal.
You can see the orc is sort of like gritting his teeth and just like staring daggers at you. Another strength check. Yeah, once again you've got it to nearly over there.
Do it again.
Yep. And with that, you sort of like the stool isn't big enough for the wrist to like the knuckles hit the back of it, so it practically pulls. You go a bit further than you normally do. The orc roars in pain, but and like basically breaks the hold, and he's just there clutching his arm. That is a victory for you.
Oh yeah. I just go and so after that I'm just sort of shaking my wrist, getting at least up again. I go, alright, which one of you pansies next then?
You see the other orc just like look at Cash and he just shakes his head.
How about we up the ante a bit?
I name your price.
Is there something you wish, first and foremost?
Nothing really. Tell you, if we want to keep it even, it could be loser buys a round of drinks for everyone in the bar
Alright,
for the rest of the night.
alright. If I lose, then I buy everyone a round until closing time. But if I win, you are going to tell me About the tall lady that was with you.
The tall lady.
Don't play dumb with me, boy.
What you want with her?
If you win, I might tell you.
Alright then, let's get this thing over with.
Alright.
Put a note yet, and I guess back on the stool, and then arm on the thing.
Yep. He like holds on. He like grips your hand like tight. Like you feel like your hand might be being crushed slightly here. And with that, before he rolls, he's going to go into a rage.
Oh, you dick.
Oh my god.
So
Big
go ahead
sad.
and make your strength check.
Oh, son of a bee stick. Okay. String. 24.
Okay.
19.
Come on,
still
that
good.
is that is one off a fucking critical.
Yeah, still fantastic.
Yeah,
but
that he rolled pretty good on his. So you just go like push against it. He is pushing with a lot of ferocity, but you're just able to keep it level. Another roll.
Drothnar's like utilizing fully his old man strength.
Fuck.
He's getting all sinewy and gross.
17. Yeah, he rolled a adding that up, 1 second math. He rolled 25 total. So he pushes it closer to your side of things. Another strength check. And with that, you just kind of like try to push back. You start to gain some ground before you see like the grin that he's been slowly getting just widen as he slams your. He doesn't slam it on the table, so you just hear almost like a tearing feel in your arm as you get pushed, over to the side.
Fuck. Alright, big man, you win. Fair and square, you win the championship belt or whatever. Right, deal's a deal. You want to know about the big girl I'm with, do you?
Not here.
I love how Trothnar makes a bet over someone else's
Yep,
information. Someone who's in danger too.
So
This is still on brand.
I mean, yeah, it just goes with the whole Trothnar's not a great person.
yeah, so he stands up and just sort of like indicates to the door.
Round the back of the inn. I'd rather no one hear any of this.
Fine.
All right. He quickly leads the gates. You sort of follow after him, and as you round the corner to the back end of it, you can see he's sort of like rummaging in his pack, pulling out a bit of parchment. The weirdest thing, though, you notice is like he's seen perfectly, like his face was like heavily scarred and such, but you just notice, and now he's got glasses on.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And he's just pulling out some parchment.
Apologies,
I like this guy.
I would much rather keep the big dumb strength thing among my peers.
That's fair. I mean, it's convincing. You fucking hammered me back there.
Well, they don't call me Gash the Relentless, much as I hate the title.
Have I heard of Gash the Relentless?
Make a intelligence check. Vaguely. Gash, you sort of like have a double think in regards to it.
Alright.
You're not much of a bounty hunter, but you've heard that name before among bounty hunters. Normally when it comes to tales from the north, in the Kingdom of Drow and Great Worm.
Right, okay. Alright, you want to know about the big lass, do you?
If you be so kind, yes.
Fine. If you must know, her name is Gertrude, right? She's a runaway from home. She used to work on her family's farm. Then she escaped from there. She hasn't told us much about her past except that she's strong as a goddamn ox. That's it. Okay, in my gang, it's ask no question. Sort of ask no questions. Ask no questions, tell no lies. So
Make a deception check.
Come on. Fuck. 10.
You see his eyes narrow. Puts the parchment away, pulls out another one, and just unfurls it. And you can see there's like a rather detailed sketch of Nemesis.
I thought you said that you don't lie among your party. Let's put it simple, yes or no answer. Is this Nemesis Fallow?
Congratulations, Trothnor.
I know, right?
I have a feeling that shit's just gonna kick off in a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never heard that name before ever in my life.
Make a deception check with disadvantage this time.
As sweat beads on your dwarven
Yeah.
brow.
Fuck.
You didn't roll very high either. You see him sigh.
That's all I need to know.
Just like rolls it up.
Tell me, what's the best thing you've killed?
This thing I've killed.
You or your party?
Killed a cave dragon once. We were in Platinum Hold during that time when the Simic hybrids first came about, so it was that. Why?
Just wanted to judge if it was worth my time.
And is it?
The fact that you fought a dragon means that you're definitely not one of those claiming themselves to be great heroes. And there's 7 of you. No, Natala Fallow's not paying me enough for that.
Just so like pockets the parchment.
Look, is this shite over? Can I go back now? It's
Of
cold out here.
course, of course. It's just,
You see, so like takes the glasses off.
and don't you try any of that shit again. Are we clear?
He's raised his voice very much for it to be audibly heard.
It's like Professor Hulk. He's like, it's embarrassing,
Yeah.
really. And he's just like smashing some things lightly. He's like,
He so like leans in and says, "Please play along."
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Oh.
you can, and just from the way I'm talking, you can hear as if my jaw, my jaw really hurts. So I'm just like, "I mate, you made your point, and I just fucking leave me alone."
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'll get you a bit.
He then just like wraps his arm around you and just like walks you back in.
Silly.
Okay.
I just go over to the barmaid and go, do you have any ice back there? Fuck me.
Oh yeah, gosh.
Oh, anything cold, like a bottle or something you keep in the back? Fuck me.
I've got something. It's fine. Gosh, really? He just sort of like shrugs. All right. Now, Delson, the other half of your thing was attempting to woo. So same thing as you. North, south, east, west.
I'll look. Because I'm from the West Coast, I'll look in the West.
Okay. There are a few. There are a few females in the various parties here. You can see there's an elf 2 Dragonborns, and the name always fucking eludes me because it's not a super common thing in Ansor. Let me just quickly grab the name of them.
Ganassi?
No, not Ganassi. A Veldican.
Upsidon.
Oh, Veldican.
Oh, a Veldican.
Oh,
What's a Veldican?
Blue lady.
they're
Oh,
blue
cool.
people.
Yeah.
Think of Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They don't have
blue.
they don't
of
have
Thanos,
ears.
Think of
And
Thanos,
they
but
have, like,
skinny.
Flat noses, and they're
Yo,
kind
this
of
bitch
amphibious.
blue?
Interesting.
I think I'm interested mostly in the dragons. Dragons.
Okay. So they're both chromatic. One is
When
green,
near
one is red.
Dragonland.
Yep.
There's a few others nearby. You can see 2 humans and a gnome just kind of like sitting alongside.
I shall just start up a normal conversation at first.
Okay. All right. And they
It always starts a normal conversation.
I mean, they greet you warmly. These appear to be the much more like chill-headed like groups as opposed to everyone else. Go ahead, since I know exactly what you are trying to do, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Just don't talk about your sister and you'll be fine.
Just sit down immediately. You remind me of my sister. It's like,
Yeah, I know, right?
big oof.
15, okay. So you're able to get to know the party and such. They're a band of adventurers, just basically seeking some adventure in their young age and such. But eventually you are able to sort of, charm them, shall we say. The other compatriots are a little bit annoyed at it, but they're just there like, whatever. And you are invited back into their room.
But for the other compatriots, can I also give them a little tidbit that they want some work into to maybe build up some rather fun stories, to maybe go buy some plane hunter builds if they go the way of Jurhan. Let them know that God's Headache recommended them. We're not that big, but we at least know some people in the plane hunters.
All right.
I don't know how to feel about the fact that, Delson canonically fucks.
It's just, yep.
I know, right?
It's canon. It's
Yeah.
canon, though.
That's
It's
all.
part of the lore, so we
It's
have
like-
to.
Of course he fucks.
Yeah. They thank you for that, and the night goes only for you. Valif, you're taking on a dwarf, aren't you?
Yeah. While Trothner was out talking with him, and I guess having an arm wrestling.
Getting
That's
beaten
okay.
up, I think you'll find.
Yes, that. I was approached this. It was a dwarven. What was it? It was a dwarven like fighter-looking type. What kind of person?
It looked like it.
Okay.
He seems like he's definitely like got like scars and markings and such. He definitely seems that he's done some fighting in the past.
I'll just walk him in. Good evening.
Hey, how's it going, big man? He is fucking hammered.
He's loaded.
Yeah.
Right on. Would you like a little bit of friendly competition? You look like you're quite tough yourself.
Yeah, love me some competition. Might be able to impress a few of the lasses here with that.
Ugh, ew.
Yeah, gross. Well, how about if you win, then, well, actually here. Yes, if you win, I'll pay for your drinks for the evening. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
Aye, and what about if you win?
Well, what do you have?
Got money?
I think I'm just gonna like just close
Wait.
my eyes, open my eyes with ghostly gaze, and just scan him.
Scanning.
Okay.
And just give him a scan.
Ocular pat down.
I don't know if he's just a drunk man or if this is gonna go anywhere. But
You can see that he's got. I mean, the weapon is pretty clear. He's got a. He's got. You can see there's a mace on his left side. You can see a coin pouch. Obviously, because I assume if you're trying to like look through the clothes and such, you can obviously see his dick.
all right, wasn't looking for his dick, but thanks, Dick.
It's just. There's various. You can see there's various like rolled up pieces of parchment in a pack that he's got and such.
Nothing that stands out as particularly interesting, though.
I mean, you can't see what's on the parchments, but
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get anything from that, and I
Tell you what.
yeah, I don't know.
he sort of like reaches it and pulls out one of the parchments, and he opens a parchment. You can see there's some writing on it. It looks very similar to the document that Trofnar's got, but it it's got like extra bits below it.
Oh,
You win. I'll let you be able to take a trip to the lower quarter, to the low food quarter.
First thing I thought he was offering drugs.
Can I just
Yeah.
like look at the? He puts a piece of paper on, and can I look at it and see what it says?
Yeah. So you have a quick read of it. So you see that the individual's name is Borothan Shorthammer.
Borofin Shorthammer.
You can see that it specifically says that he has gotten the permission of the Salesmiths to travel freely upon the Shortfolk district alongside those listed in the documentation. And you can see there's just a big space below that.
And Valeth, does he indeed have a short hammer?
That's funny. There we go. Oh, well, that would be fantastic, actually.
Alright. Drinks for the day against a trip to the low folk quarter.
Excellent.
So how you want to do this then?
Well, I was thinking, arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He sort of like just
Unless you
places.
have something else in mind.
I'm fine with arm wrestling, lad.
Excellent. I'll just dig a seat.
All right. You sort of like you guys are essentially using the bar counter. It makes it a little bit awkward for the two of you, but
Yeah, we have to get like on the same level.
yeah. But if that's the case, let's get this started then. So go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a save, but it's the same for me.
It's
Sorry.
the same for you. He rolled really good there. So he just starts like pushing your arm over a little bit. The awkward angle it's definitely not helping, but you haven't lost it yet, but you're sort of teetering a bit. Go ahead and make another strength check.
Grr. Okay, actually,
Come on, big man.
Oh god, that was a bad roll.
Fuck! Wow, we were bad today, Trotnar.
Yeah,
No, it's fine. He also rolled a 1.
Excellent.
So you can.
I can't lie, you can't arm wrestle, it's even.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he. You guys don't move because you're both fogged up and got the same score. So go again.
It's like two leaves pressed together.
Yeah. All right.
Wow, he's got one good roll. Now he's starting to get bad ones. Go ahead. Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
no, you are able to push it back to the middle. There are a few people that are looking on. The innkeeper is also just kind of like looking. She looks a bit bored though. You get the sinking suspicion that this guy's done this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another strength check. God, what is with this guy's rolls now?
Excellent.
You start
Lucky me.
pushing it over. He's sort of teetering there. You can see he's like sweat. It's starting to like gather on his brow. Another strength check. Fuck, really?
Fuck.
Oh, he just like starts to push over, but then he's able to bring it sort of back to the middle again. All right.
Such a shitty fight, actually, but
Everyone's rolling low here.
yeah. Okay, there's one.
He rolled a natural 20.
Damn it.
And so he sort of like pushes it over because you didn't lose so colossally. It's only gone over to the next bit. So you're
Okay,
teetering
that's
on the edge again. If you'd rolled a 1, that'd be a guarantee. It's
Yeah.
only if you roll a
Yeah.
1 where it's a double fail for this.
You go 2 down, yeah.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and... Well, he rolled a natural 1. So he's just there, it's like... As you sort of like, you nearly like knock the knuckles clear to the side. But, nope. So, another strength check.
Oh god. So bad. So bad.
He's just there, like, at this point, he's practically hyperventilating, so like, as you knock his hand clear onto the table. It's like, ah!
Ooh.
Well, that was surprisingly good. Congratulations, you lost. It's okay. It's not that small.
What?
Oh my god.
Huh?
We had an agreement, though, correct?
Hey. He pulls out the parchment again, like rolls it out. You seem like rummaging his pack a little bit until he eventually finds, like an inkwell and that. Just hands you the quill.
All right, put your name in.
Yep, I'll write in Valith Thulave. That's a me.
Valid.
Me. I'm
All
on it.
right.
It's a me, Valith.
I spend most of my time here in the gates, so if you ever want to go over there, just let me know. If I'm not busy, I can take you over there.
Excellent. Would there be any way for me to bring some of my companions?
Make a persuasion check.
I can try to do that. Hey.
Another match,
traveling-
win or lose, I'll let you pick them.
Very well. I have several, but that's okay.
Hey, how many?
Well, I don't know if all of them would like to come, but at least some, perhaps. At least just to keep me company. I agree, though. Perhaps tomorrow.
You get me a list of those that want to take part, I'll see how many I'm willing to take with me. And we have another round of arm wrestling. I nearly fucking had you.
It was very close. Perhaps you can challenge my friend as well. He's quite tough. And then the door opens, and then Trothnar's like rubbing his cheek as he comes in. Beat to shit. Well,
Yeah.
normally he is.
Not beat a shit, but you see him as like holding his jaw.
Yeah,
and, like,
pretending to be.
swearing up a storm. Yeah.
Your lad was crazy enough to try Gash the Relentless.
Oh yes, I was going to challenge him, but Trothnar thought it would be fun to switch things up.
Just kind of like looks. He's torn between like agreeing and not. I'm just gonna roll. Let's see.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I think I'm good.
Very well. And then I'll just like chill with this guy for the rest of the night and drink and like I'm just gonna like entertain him. If he's gonna be a drunken fool and just like talk about dumb stories, I'm just gonna sit there and nod and smile, and it's like interesting.
Yeah, no, he gives you many stories of his youth. A lot of the time he raises his voice on stuff which you assume he's definitely trying to charm some of the females here.
Yes.
Having zero success.
Rightfully so.
I feel like that'd be so funny if there was any servers going around, like they're just like creeped out by this weird like drunk dwarf guy, and they're like, "Oh, hey," and then they're like, "Can I talk to Valith?" And he's just completely oblivious. And he's like, "Hello."
The bartender, the goblin.
No, we're fine.
During the time as some of the drinks are being passed around, the bartender occasionally comes in and just says like, "Don't worry, he's like this all the time."
It's okay. He reminds me of my friend.
You mean Troth and I are constantly talking shit?
Yeah, he definitely makes him. He's like Drotnar, so he's like, "Hey, look, another fun dwarf. I like dwarves."
Yep. Drofnar, what are you doing? And also, Grayson, what are you doing? Because I know you've been in there as well.
I think.
Wait, wasn't Valeth enslaved by dwarves?
No.
He likes these guys. He likes some dwarves.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say
Not all dwarves.
I think after I come back, I basically sit with Valeth and hang out with the drunk.
All right. So you humor the dwarf with his stories and such.
He's like
Barrowfin Shorthammer.
So Grayson's just kind of sitting
exactly.
Yeah. So he's just kind of chilling and asking Truff about stuff.
The cunt wanted to make it best 2 out of 3 and decided to fucking take me for all the money I was worth and crack me in the mouth. Cunt.
That's unfortunate. On the upside, I got my friend here, Barrowfin, says he'll give me a trip to the Short Folk district.
Huh, how kind of them. What, just you?
Yes, he said if I'm willing to arm wrestle him again, perhaps he'll bring more.
Honestly, you having to duck all the time to get under archway is going to play havoc on your back, mate.
It's okay. I can cross my legs and float if it really becomes a problem. But I don't like to do that in the
I think that might be a problem for passers-by, small children, guards possibly, if there was a gigantic man floating on his knees.
Would be okay pulling me on a rope. I don't know if that would be appropriate.
It look a bit weird.
Aye.
Like some sort of Valith-shaped kite.
Never flown a kite. Heard about them.
I was gonna say, wait, I don't know what a kite is. I grew up underground.
You can't fly a kite underground.
Actually, Valith might have
with the
made a kite on the top of the mountain and then flown a kite in the top of a mountain.
And even then, heat rises and platinum
That's true. You can
keep
fly kites in the ground in the big canyons.
That's cool. With the lava down at the bottom of Platinum Hole. Yeah.
It's illegal.
Not Underrook. It's far too cavernous.
Oh yeah, no. Underrook and in its sense, Mythrillhammer also because it doesn't have lava around, at least what you can see.
So, hold on.
Be right back.
Okay.
There you go. Adding one of my most important notes to the campaign notes. And so. So you got Valith's name on there. So I guess there's no chance of sneaking a few more of us in with him, or?
Well, I already said to him I can get a few people in, but
Fair enough. What's your business then, friend? What are you doing in this? What are you doing in the small folk corner?
like the, shall we say the clientele's a bit more varied than it is in the short folk district.
Too, I suppose. So let me guess. Mercenary, bounty hunter?
I'm a retired drill instructor.
Really?
Aye.
All sort of people good, don't I? So what are you doing around here then? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, helping with the war or something?
Retired, lad.
Does this dwarf look old?
Yes.
Okay.
He looks maybe a couple of years older than you, and you're pretty old for a dwarf.
Yeah.
This guy sounds like the slug from Monsters Inc.
Mike Wazowski. That one.
Yes,
Mike
that
Wazowski.
That really hurts.
Always
That
watching, Wazowski. Always
I'm
watching.
watching you. Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Anyway,
How is Delson's quest for Poon going?
as mentioned, he is retired to a bedroom with two Dragonborn ladies.
Nice.
Were they both the same
Hell.
color?
No, one was, I think it said one was green, one was red.
And one was
Oh
black.
yeah.
Christmas time.
To see if the cards
Not for a month.
match the drapes. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I think me and Valeth will just drink with this. Okay. So I'm guessing you're. No, tell you what. So I'd ask him. So how come you're not, enjoying the retired life in peace? How come you're doing it in a dive like this place?
I've still got some life in me.
Well, I suppose a drink helps with that, doesn't it?
Ain't killed me yet.
Ugh.
He died from liver failure the next day.
Correct. Okay, so I guess me and Valeth just hang out with this drunk old man for the evening, and then once we've had our fill of his creepiness, we head upstairs to sleep.
I just go until he sleeps, until he passes out, and then I should probably just keep sitting at the bar. I might go to my room at some point if they tell me that I need to leave.
I would love if it's literally just him, like no one else in the bar, and it's just the poor barmaid trying to clean up around him.
Yeah, no, the barmaid is there. He's like, "Hey, are you not gonna go to sleep?"
No,
No, I don't need to.
nope, not. I don't even extrapolate beyond that. Just nope.
Okay then. All right. Okay.
Would you like me to go to leave though?
That's down to you. I'm just gonna lock up the place anyway. Just don't go
Okay.
breaking down any of the doors.
No, I'll stay right here.
Okay. All right.
She comes back the next day and he's still there.
Yeah,
Who
like she
are
goes,
you
like turns off all the
people?
lanterns and stuff, and then leaves. And comes
Yeah,
back
no.
like 4
He
hours
has
later.
not moved.
Yeah, like as she finished locking up everything, she goes, I hope you know I'm gonna be turning all the lanterns off. Is that a issue or?"
Nope.
She's looking very confused, but she's still just continuing. You get the feeling that this is not.
This is odd behavior. Is this
This is-
strange behavior, Tick? Yes.
It's
very
it's a
strange.
little strange. Like she's definitely not to the point where she's completely dumbfounded. You get the feeling that she's seen stuff like this before. Just it's rare. Yeah. So you are left in the pitch darkness.
Yeah. I'll just sit there, just hang out, just meditate. That's how I spend most of my time, anyways.
Oh, okay. All right. So you all rest or meditate till the next morning. So, Kurtzedig, what do you wish to do in the morning?
Well, I guess head downstairs, and do we see Valeth has literally not moved since I went up to bed?
Yeah.
Morning, Trotnar.
The innkeeper did come down first, saw that Trofner hadn't moved.
Or Valeth.
Valeth hadn't
Valid,
moved.
sorry. Thoroughly confused, but just continues on as normal.
You know, mate. You aren't aware of that, I know you don't need to sleep, but everyone else does, and even so, it kind of makes people uncomfortable when you just hang around in dark rooms for hours on end.
I don't understand.
To be fair, this isn't the first time this has happened. It's just the first time I've seen it with someone that's not a Warforged.
Sorry, I'm sorry for that, lass. He's
No, it's okay.
he's an interesting
No,
one.
I'm impressed more than anything.
you want to know my secret? I'll lean really, really close.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
Yep.
I'm always sleeping.
Huh.
And I just lean back.
The only way this would be worse is if somehow like Valeth and blinked.
Right, that'd be an interesting skill to learn, I guess.
It's very useful.
I imagine.
Anyway, do you do breakfast here?
Yeah, we do. It's 7 copper for a meal.
Fuck. I haven't got any copper on me.
Well,
Actually,
let's...
I've only got gold, sorry.
Well,
It's okay.
we can
I
put it...
can
we
cover.
No,
I can cover
it's fine,
something.
it's fine. You gave me a gold, that's... You didn't drink that much. I'll get some food ready for you.
Alright.
Alright, what about everyone else?
How...
Can I treat the group that I met to breakfast
Oh my god.
along with putting
Simp.
the names of the other ones?
Simp.
Hey, it's called being nice.
Let me quickly
Stop
draw
being a
sketches of your feet
simp.
before you leave.
Let's face it. Is that really a surprise to anyone?
That Delson's a simp? No.
Exactly.
Simp. Okay, yeah, so you treat them to a meal. What about the lesbians?
I
Fortune
think
grabbing them breakfast. And
yeah, the lesbians are just gonna have a good time all by themselves. Breakfast in bed, like, you know, no one's come to get them yet, so they're not concerned.
Breakfast in bed, like breakfast in bed, fade to black. Just have some fun.
Get her some pancakes.
Okay,
Get them cakes.
so you're able to get a meal because you paid with gold, again.
Yeah.
It basically covers you for the meal as well.
I would certainly hope so. It's not like this is a fancy Ulmendow establishment. I've been such a good.
Are you okay?
I mean, given the
I'm
announcement stuff
great.
that's been going on and what's just happened
I didn't even know what you
story-wise...
said.
But yeah, we're gonna enjoy our time together until the guys, like, I guess, barge in to interrupt us.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
fair. Okay, so, is Gash and his lot still in the bar?
Yeah. Yeah, none of the people that were around the previous day have left.
Okay.
But you do see, like, some of them are obviously, like, preparing
Also,
to leave.
during that evening, did Trothnar mention anything about Gash knowing that, like,
No,
having...
I haven't.
Because
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so in that case, we paid for the room for the night, haven't we?
Yes.
In that case, I tell the group, you know, this is kind of an only one night, like, you know, pay for one night kind of place. So, I think we should. I think if we're going to stay here for much longer, we should probably head to the melting pot, if that's alright.
Seems good.
Fair enough.
However, I may come and perform over here again. because-
Yeah, sure, you fucking prostitute.
Nelson, are you going to introduce us to your new friends?
Oh, sure. If you want to meet them.
I do not have names for these characters.
I know.
That makes me so sad.
I'm just trying to make him squirm.
You're not making me squirm, you just make me
No,
look with
no.
death.
No, not you squirm, more Delson squirm.
But it goes back to me.
Yeah. So it's fine, forget it. Okay, so I'll finish my breakfast then.
Well, say you introduce them to it, and I'll think up names for them later.
Okay, cool.
Yep. But no, what Delson actually meant was the people that joined in with him in performing music. When he met
Second verse, same with the first. I do not have names for them. This was to avoid giving the names of 1,000,001 characters.
That's fine.
And I might be back here as well. I was perhaps wanting to speak to that blue person who was here, but another time.
Yeah, we can come back. So okay, so let's get ourselves packed up and
Yes, let's go meet up with the girls. And
aye.
Let's go.
When you say let's meet up with the girls, I do look a bit sort of alarmed at that. So, and sort of give them a glance. Okay, and then when I'm in the privacy of my room, I will get on my communication bracer and say, let me see, Fortune. We'll come to meet you at the melting pot in a bit. Be ready, and then hang up.
You're more than 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Fuck oil.
We could say that Chothnar just forgot, and
Yeah.
they're gonna.
No, that's why I waited for him to finish.
Right.
Yeah, let's head over.
Okay. And when we're in public, I basically just say, so you know the guy who beat me in an arm wrestle and punched me in the gob?
Oh, yes.
His name is Gash the Relentless, and he's a bounty hunter hired by Nim's mum to find Nim.
Oh.
Is that
Well, that is
so?
problematic.
Aye, that's why we're leaving. That's why we left. And why we're not going back there as a group anymore. Especially Nim.
I mean, we could have used that
Did he-
to our advantage as well.
How did you learn this information?
Because he spotted us walking in. He took me outside to ask me if I knew anything about the big lass he was with. And he pulled out a fucking wanted poster put up by the Fallows for Nemesis. Luckily, I didn't fess it up. And I think I gave him the slip. So, I think we're fine. Just know that was a lucky escape, and there's going to be more people out there looking for Nim. You know, apart from the people who are also looking for Nim.
Very well.
So just keep an eye out and make sure she doesn't, but just keep an eye out for anyone taking a special interest in the big lass, okay?
We're going to tell Nemesis, correct?
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
aye.
Good. Very well. Let's go.
It might be bad for her right now, though.
I think
I mean, being on some bounty hunters,
I don't
nice distraction
think
for
that
her.
I know. I don't know Nemesis very, very well. I know her somewhat, and I think that if we didn't tell her, it would be
She would be
far
pissed.
worse.
She would be so
It would
passionate.
be far, far worse. Putting things into her control right now is what's going to make her feel better.
Exactly.
Actually giving her a choice will make her at least have something to do.
Exactly.
When she was upset about her family, I just told her to do whatever. Anything. Cause chaos.
Lilith confessing that it's his fault.
So-
She acted crazy.
Well, yes.
That's
And
why
as far as
she
he's
didn't
concerned,
complain.
she was doing great and was like really happy, and it was like doing good for her. So it's like, yeah. nice.
Valeth, serious talk.
So we can ask. Okay, so
She
we
could
can
have gotten
ask
herself
her.
killed in the Feywild with that stuff.
Well, yes. You can get killed anywhere, Delson.
But we were in a place where we knew nothing about, so it would have been easier.
We made it out alive, didn't we?
Okay, I'm going to get a drink when we reach there.
We can ask Nim, and then she can decide if she wants to go and beat them up. Done.
Excellent. Let's
If you want to do this whole thing of putting power back in her hands, I agree. So it can be her decision whether we, beat the crap out of some orcs. Done. Right. Now, if I remember rightly, it is down here. Come on, guys.
Wander.
Yep.
And Raya.
You all are able to arrive at the mixing pot.
Nice place. Well, nice ad place, I suppose.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Aye. No, it's a bit early. Let's get a glass of water if they have it.
I'll try and see if they have some tea.
They do, thankfully.
Fucking, where are the girls? I sent them a message. How are they?
Maybe we were.
I messaged him. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Oh god, that's
Oh
creepy.
my god. Yeah, Nem
they
just
do-
like
they do
jumping
hear that
out
on
of
the bracelet.
bed. Fucking-
Felith, no.
What is wrong with you?
Would you have preferred a chicken or a rooster cawing, or?
That's not. Are you guys here?
Yes, we're all downstairs.
Oh, good fucking gods!
We'll be
Just
downstairs.
gonna
it's
like
fine.
Stay there!
Yeah. Oh no, Nem's like scurrying to get out.
Strength. I'm guessing. I'm guessing strength check for this vice-like cuddle. I'm guessing that Fortune has in it.
No.
I'm not playing this game.
I was actually gonna ask Tom if I could do a strength check to see if Fortune can try to keep her there.
Nope. Nem,
We're not
Nem
playing this
is-
game.
Nem's getting up to fucking, hurriedly put the 10-minute armor on. Like,
Oh, God. Technically, is this technically a walk of shame for Nam? Because she's putting on the same clothes as last night.
yes. Okay,
Oh,
Fortune's gonna put on her nicer clothes.
Jesus.
I just had sex.
Or is she putting on like a red or like a blue shirt and jeans?
Why? I don't
Gracious
understand that.
comment here of Fortune's gonna put on Nem's
Oh,
clothes.
that's really cute.
Jesus.
Wouldn't work because it's like 2 sizes small, too big for her.
Just have like that one really big like shirt.
Yeah.
Just use as like a dress.
I like the idea of Fortune's version of wearing the boyfriend's hoodie. It's just her just wearing like a really clanky, oversized breastplate of Nems.
Okay, so after the insane amount of time that it takes to put on that armor, but I understand.
Mhm.
Clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, we will go downstairs. Fucking Nem's just like red in the face, messy hair, no makeup on.
Can I roll
While
insight on these two?
Lilith and Gratian are doing our favorite passing the time activity, paper football.
Nice.
Nice.
Can I roll insight on these two lovebirds?
With disadvantage.
Nem has makeup.
Nem is the femme. Why wouldn't she wear makeup?
No, Nem
how much
is
of
rich enough.
Pardon?
Nemesis, how much of an inkling would Trofnar have with a 13?
I'd say that I'm not even gonna roll for it because Nem would be extraordinarily obvious with her complete, utter embarrassment and lack of experience towards this situation. So it's pretty obvious what went on.
It's like, I'm sorry, did we interrupt something, you two? You want to head back upstairs and for another 20 minutes finish some business, or?
We weren't doing anything of. I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, Trosnar.
Okay,
Uh,
fine.
Rotnar, let them have their secrets.
I fucking with them,
Well,
lad.
the idea that Gratian just looks at Fortune and then just silent thumbs up and then back down or something like that.
Fortune just gives him like a little nod.
Also, you're clearly not being subtle about it. So the innkeeper's just gonna watching you guys like a tennis match with the argument.
Yeah. Nem's just not looking anyone in the eye.
Anyway, enough of that. Okay, we got some business.
Congratulations, by the way.
There are bounty hunters here after you from your mum.
What?
Innkeeper's
So-
like eyes widen and he just like walks away at this.
Yeah.
He's just there like,
Yeah,
right, okay.
I just look over at him and I go, earmuffs.
Yeah, can you like?
Yeah, he just goes over and starts talking with another patron.
Alex-
He's like, "Eh."
He's just there like, this is... Oh, I was in for the gossip, not this. Oh boy.
Hey Val, do me a favour.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use your mind check to scare the living daylights out of the barman?
Well, he's over there now. Could go distract him if you'd like. But
We should probably.
we could all. I just do this. I'm gonna try to do the like mental network of speaking where I just connect everyone with my telepathy and I
Yeah.
can communicate and do that sort of thing. And I just kind of say to Trothamir like, I could do this, and then like I respond and use whatever you say. I'll send to everybody else.
I'll
Okay.
I'll say, just because it also sounds cooler, that you can sort of like have that whole network thing, but it's pretty much all you can focus on, so you won't be able to use
Yeah,
it like a
I like
combat
that
focus.
idea where I have to kind of put concentration into it, and I can't actively do a whole lot while I'm doing it. But
So
Yeah.
wait, so we can all talk to each other telepathically. Now.
just within like
I'll-
30 feet, my vision and all that kind of all
Yeah,
the
we
same
would all
rules
we would
as-
all have to be like right next to each other.
So
Yeah.
as long
Nonetheless,
as we're
can't
near
do anything
Valor,
for that
we
time.
have
Yeah.
a fucking group chat
I'm
open.
pretty sure we've kind of done this before, where we all like went
Yeah.
and sat in a corner of a bar and held hands, and everyone stared at us strangely as we had
Essentially.
a long conversation.
Yeah, I'll say at this point, being 10th level, I would say that you've definitely gotten a bigger like grip over your abilities to do that. Not to the point where you can
Celeste
do
got a
whatever.
special ability.
Oh, it sounds cooler that way as well.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
do that. Yeah. Well, I mean, which
So,
means
okay,
I'm gonna be
so-
right back because I don't have to participate now. Haha.
Yep.
Nice.
Sorry.
So basically, I think, right. So I lost an arm wrestle last night in the gates to a certain charming, lovely orc called Gash the Relentless, and afterwards he asked me about you
Wait.
and don't worry, I didn't fess up. I gave him the slip.
No.
Don't worry.
You arm wrestled this man for information about me?
No.
Then why was he asking you questions about me? And why is the arm wrestling significant?
Because it's because. Okay, I was an idiot and didn't think I'd lose. All right.
You bet up information
I
about me?
didn't bet up information about you. He asked. All he said is,
Apparently you did.
all he fucking said was, all he said was, okay, you gotta, fucking hell. All he said is that I get to ask you a question. That's it.
That's
I
what
did
he
not-
said. Can I roll insight on that?
Yep.
Because that's a lie.
Yep, make deception, Shrafnar.
Oh, I don't
That's
know
a
why it
4.
was like that.
6. Not much better, but
Wow.
yeah, no, you.
Nem still looks pretty angry, but for now,
Doesn't know anything. Okay.
Dude,
that's not the point.
why would you do that in the first place, dude?
Look,
Where
I'm
was
sorry.
I?
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't fucking thinking. I'm sorry.
You don't seem to think a lot, Trothnor.
No, I don't. I'll go out there and say I'm a fucking idiot. Okay.
Alright, what does this guy want?
You in chains and sent back to your mum.
Oh, lovely. Surprise.
Although he didn't seem to have much of a heart in it, it was just simply they're paying, so. But just. You need to keep either. We got some options here. I mean, if you want to let off some steam, we could go and beat him up.
I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at you for knowing that I'm in this situation.
didn't know that your mum would send people after you, okay? I didn't know this in fucking grizzled
What do
bounty
you
hunters.
mean you didn't know? We literally experienced it previously. You didn't know isn't an excuse.
She's right about that one.
I didn't think...
No, I am
I
tired of you.
I took a gamble and I lost, okay? I didn't... I couldn't
tired
say...
of you and your poor, selfish behavior. You knew that I was in danger. And you still bet on this. I already have enough going on right now. Well, it's good to have that information that someone is here looking for me. It isn't... Just keep me out of your little games. I have enough people using me. I am going to break this telepathic circle.
Okay.
And, I don't know. I'm just gonna go. Like, Nem's fucking pissed.
Alright, what's everyone else doing then?
I'm gonna look to Trothnar with heavy disappointment. And then
I'm just looking very sorry for myself and that I fucked up.
Yeah, sorry for himself.
Yep.
Fortune will be following Nemesis, as she always does.
Yeah.
She is a good puppy. She stays by her side.
Alright.
I'll keep an eye on them at a distance, but I won't do anything or try to interrupt whatever they do.
Alright.
And I will be right back.
Okay.
Alright. If that is the case, I think me and Fortune are gonna explore the city.
Okay. So, like, the Tallfolk district, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a various assortments of shops. A few, like, local smitheries, a general store or two. It's rather scarce in terms of commercial stuff. There's, like, a small market, but it's not... It's clear this area is still under development. And it's just kind of being developed when there's not enough for, you know, when the place gets full, it's like, okay, let's develop it further. You do go through the central road and such, but as you get close to the Shorefolk district, the guards do halt you.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, is there anything in particular you're looking for in the Tallfolk district?
Are there any, like, magic shops here? Maybe something like Kimbini where he, like, enchants objects?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Seven.
Can I help with that? Can I help with that? Because I also wanted to look for something like that.
You aren't
magic
there,
shit.
so you would have to make your separate...
Oh,
separate
you guys... Oh, right, because Nemesis left. Sorry,
Yeah, she
you're
left,
right.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Nemesis was like, fuck Trothnar.
Oh, you're not near your computer, are you? Valid.
Yeah, exactly, sorry.
I'll roll it for you.
Fuck Trothnar. All my homies hate Trothnar.
Well, if they're not going in, if I'm not with them, then I won't go in. I won't go do that. I'll stay with the boys at the bar or whatever they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that later on.
All right.
I'll just exactly.
7. The only one you hear of is one that's in the Mythril Holders district.
In the Mythril Holders district?
Yep.
Okay.
Good fucking luck getting in there.
And did they say what the Mythril Holders district is?
Yes, it's essentially where the elite are.
Ugh. Great.
It's the posh bit of town where
I've never been barred from like a posh place before.
I know it's fun, right?
Only those with permissions from the great clans
Yeah.
could go in there, or are
Okay.
there on official business.
So the magic shops are in there. All right. If that is the case, Fortune.
Yeah.
You said something about trouble.
Oh, absolutely. What do you have in mind?
Well, you're the expert. I'm just looking for some way to not have to go back to the inn right now. Do you have any idea who I am? Oh, wait, fuck.
I am nobody. Oh no.
I have never seen nobody.
Never seen no last name.
The
So
girl
sad.
has no name. Bitch.
Well, we could set up a street corner game and basically steal some money from people.
Remember the name, bitch. What name is that?
I suppose I could see your weird little scheme. I'm not going to be very good at it, though.
We could just go up and harass the fucking guards. That's always fun.
Do you know what's fun? Ruining someone's day.
It is.
To Fortune, I guess it is. Yeah.
I mean, I have my collapsible pole
You know,
with a.
is there a
half-pointy-
library here?
Another investigation check.
Okay.
Fucking nerd.
If I know she's looking for a library, can I roll my own investigation to try and help?
I
Oh,
don't
never
think you
mind.
need
She's
to worry
got a
about
fucking
an IT. Not libraries per se. There is the odd bookstore though.
Okay. Okay. I'm... Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating on if Nemesis would say this or not.
What do you want to do?
I'm pretty sure that Fortune had an idea of what to do in a library. But I don't think that Nem would ever go that route.
Taking a page from
God's sake,
Jester, are
guys.
you?
Hmm?
Taking a page from Jester, are you?
Fucking...
Having fun without a library card. Yeah.
I think if that is the case, you know what? Yeah, let's go fuck with the guards. Like, we'll start talking in like Celestial or Infernal or something, and be like random tourists, and like fuck with them. That's what I think. We're just gonna fuck around. Like, the boys are out there. Like, Trother is the one that, you know, wanted to come to Mythrillhammer in the first place. So that's his thing, but Nem doesn't want to be anywhere near Trothnor right now. So we are going to fuck with the guards, and we are going to pretend to be foreigners that can't speak common.
Okay, so go ahead. Have the two of you make a performance check.
Nice. Yeah!
For a good chunk of the day, the guards are thoroughly frustrated. And then I'm just going to roll something. Yeah, but nearer to the end of it, though, they do end up getting a guard that is fluent in Celestial. But we shall continue.
They spend all that time, like,
But
just babbling.
we will continue that next session. I did say this was going to be a bit... Yeah, this was going to be a short session because of the fireworks and everything. Plus, you know, I think everyone's a little bit out of it today, especially with the news that happened.
We're so happy, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?